It's a really serious fire happened in TaiPo, Hong Kong. Despite I have a small account here, my English is not perfect. I have the entire script want to talk about this thing because if you see the media talking about blaming bamboo scaffolding for the fire, just don't trust them because the main reason is not the bamboo. What you see left behind after the fire are the bamboos. But what is actually flammable is the foam they use to cover the windows and the net. But the government, of course, they won't talk about the net because it's important from China. So instead, they push the blame onto so-called flammable scaffolding. But the whole Hong Kong is built by bamboo scaffolding, and no incident happened like this before. So what has changed is the net, and they don't talk about it. So what is the consequence is around 2,000 households was affected. There are over 100, even more people causing death, injury. Some people are still missing. Okay, it's really, really serious, large-scale fire. But I think the biggest problem, aside from the loss of life, is that the residents actually complained before. They reported workers smoking on the construction site, which are not allowed. In reality, they really speak up, but no one listened to them. In the end, Hong Kong dollar 330 million was spent on this project. So they are forced to pay fees they didn't agree with. Bear in mind that there's a lot of elderly living in that building. How can they spend that much money for the constructions? But no one cares. The core issue is that the government used public money and now they're trying to shape the narrative through language and media. They want people to think bamboo scaffolding was the cause. Why? Because if they change the metal one, they can also change the worker, which are from mainland China. And metal is actually more widely used in mainland China, so they can have a good reason to switch everything in Hong Kong. As a Hong Konger, I'm really proud of bamboo scaffolding tradition, and the whole Hong Kong is actually built by that. No similar incident happened before. But once they switched the net, this fire happened. And the government spoke publicly about the fire. Normally, in a lot of countries, the first thing they do is thank the firefighter, because who is going into the building to save people are the firefighters. They are really traumatized too, because imagine that you're saving people, you open a door, you see 5 people hugging together, and they're burned. Yeah, this is what I saw in threads, not picture, but people use words to describe the whole rescuing process. It's so depressing. Okay, well, the officials don't thank them. They didn't say anything about them. A journalist even asked, shouldn't you thank the firefighter first? So our presidents come here and say, oh yeah, thank everyone who participated, without directly acknowledging the firefighters. Like, yeah, he did for the last sentence. This is ridiculous. Okay, with this kind of government, I think everyone can see what's really burning. It wasn't just scaffolding. It wasn't just the building. It was the entire system. So if you see the media saying like the bamboo scaffolding was the problem, just don't trust them. If you see people coming from Hong Kong, maybe give them a hug or a smile. We are going through a really, really tough time. And a lot of people just feel like, oh, we know the root problem. We know the problem. Well, we cannot change it. It's just so depressing. Oh yeah, thanks for listening to here, and hope you really know the truth.